All right, so welcome to my presentation on the SCADA packaging system. So we're going to start off with the question, what is SCADA? So SCADA is a supervisory control and data acquisition. It's a category of software applications for controlling industrial processes, which is the gathering of data in real time from remote locations in order to control equipment and conditions. So SCADA systems are crucial for industrial organizations because they, number one, help to maintain efficiency, number two, process data for smarter decisions, and number three, communicate systems issues to help mitigate downtime. So there's where I got this information from right there at the bottom. And then on the next slide, we're going to see uses for SCADA. So SCADA is commonly used in power facilities, mass transit, water and sewage, and production and manufacturing. And then right over here on the right, there's going to be a little graph which I will include in my submission for this project. The SCADA packaging system that I designed is right here on the right, and you'll be able to take a closer look at it in my submission. In the SCADA system that I designed, I chose to make a system you would find in a toy manufacturing facility. The components I used in the system are a motor, number one, conveyor belt, two, sensor, three, LED light, four, and a toy object moving on the conveyor belt, which is number five, a dial that allows you to control the toy on the belt, and a stop button for that dial, which is number seven. And you can take a closer look at it right here. So that LED light that I mentioned is going to be right in there, along with the sensor, and then the motor is going to be right up here. Here's the toy, here's a conveyor belt, and there's a box that it's going to be packaged away to. All right, so how does it work? My SCADA packaging system involves moving a toy truck along a conveyor belt where once it has passed a sensor, an LED light will light up green, meaning the conveyor belt is slowing down so the toy lands safely in the box. The system would repeat, then reset with the new toy and repeat the steps, which would automate the packaging system of these toys. So basically, the reason for the conveyor belt slowing down is so that the toy doesn't go flying off of the conveyor belt, which would mean that it doesn't land in the box. With it slowing down, it's going to land properly in the box. And you can see that right over here in the block diagram view, which is just basically telling the sensor when to light up with the LED light, so you'll know if the toy has passed through, and that light would be reset if the system were to continue. And then just a couple connections with the motor, letting it know once the toy has passed through the sensor for the motor to slow down and then turn off at the end. And then the stop button, which is connected so that the whole system will stop whenever you press it. So what I have learned from this, the number one thing is that I've learned to use a new software program, which is LabVIEW. Before I had not had any experience in LabVIEW, and it challenged me to come up with an idea and to do my best to turn it into a SCADA system. And then although I'm sure that there's improvements that could be made to this system, I'm proud nonetheless because of the challenges that this assignment provided. Being that I chose to work alone, I was forced to use resources and do research on how to properly execute my idea. And then I'm excited to use LabVIEW in the future, and I hope that my effort in this project is very well reflected. My SCADA system, you can see it working in action right here. So you can see the motor is spinning, and then as we go along with the truck, there's the sensor right there. Once we fully clear it, the LED light is going to turn on right there, and then the motor is going to slow down, as you can see right over here. The motor is slowing, and then it would slow down until the truck eventually fell into the box. So we can reset it, go through it one more time. You're going to see it going across. Motor's still running. It's going across. You can see the position right up there, position of the truck. And then once it's fully cleared it, you're gonna see that LED light come on, and it's gonna stay on. And there it is. Block diagram right here. There we go. It's the same thing that's included in my presentation. And I will show you that the stop works as well on this if we go back right here. Here we go. So here it is working. And we can press stop and it's gonna come back out and go back into the normal LabVIEW editor. So thank you for watching this.